Hi friends, I hope you all are doing great. It's me, Nikki, here to share some simple, quick, easy, entertaining tips with you. Recently, I hosted a small get-together at our house for some friends of ours who were having their fourth child. It's a very simple, intimate affair, men and women, and I want to share some tips with you on how I did this simply, easy, and we had a great time. Okay friends, the first thing that I love to do when I'm getting ready to set up for any type of get-together is establish the flow. I love entertaining buffet style a lot of times by using my dining room table and moving the chairs back. Please ignore my dining room. We're in makeover mode, so there's no pictures on the wall or anything. But with that being said, I also like to have a nice flow within my home. I don't like keeping my guests all in one space. So I will start us out in the dining room, and then I'll transition everyone into the living room for coffee or wine. And it gives them a different atmosphere, and it keeps the kind of gathering flowing and everyone moving around. And it really makes for a good party, a good get together. So, don't limit everyone to one space. Kind of move them around your home for different parts of the get together. Okay friends, let's talk about one of my secret weapons when doing my buffet table, and it's trays. I love trays on a buffet style table because it can bring a lot of texture to your table, especially with someone like me. I have the white table, I use white dishes, so this can add a little bit of dimension to the table by raising things up a little bit. You can even turn them upside down and use them kind of as risers on your table. So I'm a huge fan of trays, and I'll show you what I mean in a second. They're also great if you have a small home and you need to use your coffee table as your entertaining table. You can sit different appetizers out on trays and it really looks beautiful. Let's talk about the white dishes. Now, you all know I love my white dishes. I preach this all the time. I think that it's a budget-friendly way to have your servingware because you can use them for so many different looks. So I always stick with white. You will hardly ever see me have any colored dishes because I think it limits you somewhat. But with white, I think that it's just beautiful. It allows you to make your food pop because when you sit your food on white dishes, it pops. It really enhances the look of your tablescape, and it really brings a lot of color to your table, and you don't need colored dishes. And I think that white dishes really just are great when entertaining. So if you're starting a new home and you're just buying these kind of things, I recommend that, along with food presentation. The food does not have to be fancy. My food, if you notice, is not fancy food, but I just added little tidbits like rosemary in the beverages, or I stacked the pickles, and it's just all in how I arrange the food, to make it look very appetizing. With salads, instead of having a big bowl of salad, I put them in individual serving sizes because it was a small group, and it really enhanced the look of my tablescape. So definitely always think about the presentation of your food. Now I just want to share some simple, random things, some to-dos to help you with entertaining. And these things are going to sound just very simplistic, but they have a huge impact. A lot of times I always say this, it's all in the details. We don't think about details, but by simply taking the wrapper off a water bottle, if you're serving water bottles, it really has a huge impact on your tablescape because it takes it from looking sort of busy with having the wrapper on there to very elegant and clean and streamlined, and it really fits your table and it's not overwhelming. So it's something simple that you can do that really has a great look. Another thing is turning on your lights when you're entertaining, because a lot of times, even if your guests arrive while it's daytime, if your lights are on, it makes for a smooth transition when it becomes dark, and you don't have to think about turning on lights. Your mood automatically transitions into the nighttime, evening time. Along with unloading that dishwasher, you want to make sure that it is empty before your guest arrives so that you can have an easy cleanup, along with using foil on your pans and things when you're preparing, because that is going to tremendously help your cleanup time once the party is done. Another thing is investing in appetizer plates. One of my classmates, Thina, thank you so much. She sent me these appetizer plates that I absolutely love. They're great for flowing with your party because your guests can have a place to sit their glass. They can easily walk around, and it really is just a great thing, especially if you have a small entertaining space. It works perfectly. Now, another thing is special touches. Things like putting flowers in the entryway. You don't have to put fresh flowers throughout your house, but if you get a bunch of fresh flowers and just have them in the entryway, that's so great. Or having, thank you gifts or parting gifts for your friends. And what I did for this one, because it was a baby sprinkle, I did little bags with some wine and blue nail polish to represent the boy, and included just washcloths, something simple, just things that I thought that they would love. And then for free, picked up these parent magazines in the grocery store, and I thought it was just a nice little parting gift for guests. and something simple to do. You don't have to do anything fancy. But I hope you enjoyed the simple basic tips I shared with you. If you have any questions, let me know. Definitely leave me a comment below. I would love to hear from you. I'll see you at the next one, and this is Nikki saying goodbye.